Hi class! This module is intended to help you write an authentic lab report in biology. I expect all of you to also be able to locate and condense resources that help you write your lab reports. For example, I found this PowerPoint online. This was taken from the Yukon Writing Center, and although it's been deemed a checklist, it can also act as a guide through the steps in writing a lab report. As awesome lab report writers, we want to engage our audience, and we want to be able to deliver information effectively by identifying key ideas that inspire and intrigue us all. One of the challenges of writing lab reports is focusing in on small ideas while keeping the big picture in mind. When planning to write your report, keep these components in mind. Don't forget to cite your literature at the end of your lab report. We will now go through the major parts of a lab report. A hypothesis is an educated guess about the results of the experiment. A lab report dictates a procedure done to answer a pressing question with some sort of evidence supporting a specific hypothesis or disproving it. I'm going to show you a couple more cool resources that will help you in writing your lab reports and allow you to go through the rest of these components on your own. This is LabWrite, which we will be using in class to give each other feedback on our reports. It contains a pre-lab section, an in-lab section, a post-lab section, and a lab check section. This is what the pre-lab section looks like. We can find more guides to help us write lab reports here. In this post-lab section, we can begin writing our lab report. Be sure to include headings in your lab report as shown here. The lab report should be written in such a manner that anyone reading it could replicate the experiment almost perfectly. Details are essential. Try to think of places where readers could be misled and may not interpret the directions of the experiment in the way you intended as the writer. If your findings were valid, theoretically anyone replicating the experiment should come up with nearly identical, if not similar results. This is the lab check portion of LabWrite, and it allows us to edit our lab reports in an easy way. It has an evaluation guide, and when we're editing any piece of written text, we want to make sure that it matches our goal for writing it in the first place. It has a title, an abstract, an introduction, and all the components of a good lab report. The process of revision allows us to receive feedback from our peers in ways that we might not have been able to come up with individually. It also gives us as writers new eyes when looking at a piece of text, dictating whether it's engaging and authentic or not. You should use evaluation checklists like this one when evaluating each other's reports.